Hi guys, welcome back to Rev Solution. In today's video I'm going to run you through the HELITE Airbag electronic system vest. Now I've had this vest for about 8 months. I bought it from a company called Infinity Motorcycles, and it's, well, let's put it this way, I do not ride my motorbike without it now. This video I'm going to start from the outset that I have not been given this from HELITE. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, shape or form. So this review is going to be my honest review on this vest. Now, I bought this purely to keep myself safe whilst riding. You'll see later on in the video exactly all my thoughts about it, but I'm just going to run you through the technical detail to start with. So the Helite E-Turtle vest is a CE certified airbag. From deployment to fully inflation, it takes less than 0.08 of a second. It's got a SASTEC 1621 level 2 back protector. No idea what that means, but it's got a back protector, so therefore you need to take your back protectors out of your jackets. Otherwise this sits on top and it's just really uncomfortable. So it's designed not to be worn with a back protector because it has its own one built in. It's got a 25-hour battery life. This is really good for people who ride daily. You can literally pop it on, throw it down when you're not using it. It goes into like a sleep mode as well, which is really good. And as soon as you pick it back up again, you see the little green light flash on the vest and it will come back to life. Now, HELITE state that it's got 3D mesh to allow good airflow. And I don't know if you can see, just bring it a little bit closer. It's got this like meshy, well, 3D mesh. Good airflow, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I can tell you this, from riding in the summertime, it is not a good jacket for airflow. If you've got your summer jacket on, you've got loads of airflow coming into it. If you then put this over the top of it, kills all the airflow. So take it with a pinch of salt. Apparently it's really good for airflow. I've not found that. I found I bake when riding this in the summertime. HELITE did improve this new vest with a neoprene collar, just to be softer on your neck compared to, I think they had version 1, which didn't. And yeah, that's definitely the case. When this rubs on your neck, you don't even feel it. A couple of times I've had my jacket pulled in when I put it on, and yeah, the neoprene definitely is nice and comfortable on your neck, so you get no soreness around the neck area at all. So the jacket is 100% polyester and the airbag is 100% polyurethane. So 2 good compounds there. They do the job. I'm not technically minded when it comes to making stuff like this. I just wear it. Alright guys, welcome back to Rev Solution. In today's video I'm going to just quickly talk to you about my airbag vest, why I got it, a little bit of information about the vest, and because this video is not sponsored in any way by HELITE, I'm going to tell you what it is really like, because I've got no obligation to HELITE to have it kind of like swayed a little bit in their benefit. So I've been riding for about 6 months now with the HELITE Turtle E-Vest. I think that's what it's called. Basically it's the electronic version of their famous lanyard version. Obviously the lanyard, you've got a toggle somewhere that you clip onto the bike and what have you. So why did I go for the E-Vest? So in essence, what side are we looking at? I think it's this side. Yeah, this side here with the gas canister and the electronic package. Basically, the reason I've gone for it is because I test ride so many motorcycles. What I don't want to do is fall into the trap of forgetting to put on a lanyard to a motorcycle that I'm now test riding. So I thought for me the best option would be grabbing the E-Vest. I can charge. I mean, basically I charge this up every day. It's got quite a long shelf life, which I'll go through that in a minute. But for me, I think, yeah, charge it up every day, peace of mind. Haven't got to worry about, is the battery fully charged? I mean, I've ridden for a full day out on the bike with this one, and yeah, 8-9 hours, and she's got plenty of charge in it, no dramas whatsoever. Now the comfort fitting on it, when I first picked it up, was just, it felt like riding with a backpack on. and I've really gone away from riding with backpacks. I think it's just so uncomfortable and just not worth my time riding with a backpack. Therefore, it took me a few minutes to try and get used to it, but I thought, you know what, it's going to keep me safe if I ever need it. So I just sucked it up and just thought, you know what, I'm just going to crack on, throw it on, chuck it on Klarna. So I paid monthly over a 6-month period, just paid it off, and I ride with this vest every single time I get on my motorbike. I will not get on my motorbike now, or any other motorbike for that matter, without this vest on. This to me is as important as putting a skid lid on. They go hand in hand. I want to keep safe, I want to keep my body intact. Obviously your arms and your legs are not going to be protected because it's torso, pelvis and a back protector, but it does the job, and that is what I need it for, to keep me as safe as possible whilst riding my motorcycle. And to be honest, you do in a weird way feel kind of like a sense of security. Well, I feel a sense of security whilst riding with it. It almost feels like that weird sensation when you put a seatbelt on. You got your seatbelt on and boom, you feel a lot safer. It is apparently showerproof, but I have ridden in horrific monsoon style rains over here in the UK when I've been soaked through and my Gore-Tex has thankfully held up. This, no dramas at all. I've put it up in a nice dry room and within a couple of hours it's bone dry again. The electronic section is in this part of the vest. I'll open it up in a second, and that's got no water ingress and is still working nicely to today. On the back of the vest, Helite have designed it with a couple of reflective strips down here. This is reflective, and also up here, so when you get some headlights on it or any sort of light, you do stand out, which is quite nice to know. It's also got a couple of bits on the front shoulders which are reflective as well. But let's face it, if you're going to want to stand out, you're going to want the high vis one, not the black one. Personally, I don't worry about the high vis. At the end of the day, I've got my headlights on the bike. I'm not worried about wearing clothing that stands out. It just gets dirty very, very quickly, and before you know it, it's no longer reflective or high vis. So with the E-Vest, you've also got the option to have fork sensors attached to the motorcycle. That reduces the inflation time to 0.03 of a second, which is phenomenally quick. I mean, the difference between fork sensors and non-fork sensors, we're never going to be able to measure it as humans, but it does reduce that time for inflation. Also, if you're going under 10 miles an hour, the jacket will inflate, whereas without the fork sensors it won't. And also, if you're at a complete standstill, the jacket will inflate if you get rear-ended, whereas if you're not wearing the fork protectors, the fork mounts, it's not going to inflate. Now, when it comes to the actual electronics of the vest, just here you've got your button. You press it 3 times and it turns itself off. You then press it 3 times, turns itself on. Get a green flashing light, that'll flash for a few seconds and then it will activate the vest. Inside here, in a nice waterproof zip, you've got your canister and the brain of the computer. So the canister's there, it's got the wire for the detonation as well, that wires into the computer, and you've also got your charging cable. These are about £50 to replace, so they are slightly more expensive than the actual non-Turtle E-Vests. However, the reason why I've got this will become clear shortly when I go into more detail inside the video. And on the left-hand side of the jacket, you've got a nice flap here, another waterproof zip, and the charging cable sits in there. I haven't got this on me at the moment, it's at home, but you could also potentially put like a bank card in there or something, because it's quite a small pocket, but designed for the actual charger. You've got 3 buckles. To adjust them, you just basically pull the flap on the left hand side all the way out, and you've got the adjustable sections there. You can tighten them, loosen them, and once you've got it all sorted, flatten that back down and it's good to go. The vest that I'm wearing as well inflates around the hips, so it should give you nice hip protection if you do come off the vehicle. Like I said, it's got the back protector. It's nice and lightweight. I don't find it any issue wearing it at all. To pop it on again, it's very, very simple. Just undo your buckles and just pop it on, basically like a waistcoat. You do want it slightly loose though, because on the if it does inflate, obviously it's going to crush the body to keep it safe with an airbag. I've got a lot of winter clothing on at the moment, and yeah, the bottom one is a little bit snug, and it gets looser obviously as it goes up the top. Maybe it's my gut, who knows, I'll leave that down to you guys to think about. But yeah, in essence, there is no issue riding with the jacket on. It's very comfortable, nice and lightweight, and after you've ridden with it for half a dozen times, you don't even feel the weight of it. So yeah, it does feel like I've got a seatbelt on. It feels nice and secure, bit of a comfort blanket, knowing that if you come off, you're going to turn into the Michelin Man, you're going to explode, and you're going to hopefully bounce quite nicely with minor, if not zero, injuries to your torso. And yeah, I just find that the E one for me was the better option, although in the back of my mind I do have that worry that is this going to go off when, or if, sorry, not when, if I come off my bike, because obviously the lanyard one is so simple, basic technology. You pull the cord, it releases the pin, and boom, you get inflated. Now Holly's got basically the version 1 of the HELITE vest, but the equestrian one, and we've compared them both together, and they are literally exactly the same. There's almost no difference in them at all, apart from like the logos. They feel like they're both made out of similar material. I mean, there probably are some differences, but she already had it for equestrian riding, and oh, let's get out now. She now rides a motorcycle with it again for that little bit of added safety. Oh, that's one of those old horrible Skylines. I love the Skyline. The R32, pucker. The R33, beautiful. R34, stunning. I'd go for the R33. But that Skyline right there, I don't know why you look at that and go, I'm going to buy that Skyline. It's like a 350Z that kind of melted and didn't really make it. So with the E-Vest, over 10 miles an hour it inflates. Sorry, over 10 miles an hour it basically like wakes up, and that is when it becomes like your safety blanket. Under 10 miles an hour and stationary, it doesn't. So they've invented basically this fork clip that goes around your front forks, and if you're stationary under 10 miles an hour and you get rear-ended or you come off or what have you, the actual the vest will sense the fork telling it something's gone wrong, and it'll inflate, which is absolutely fantastic. So that is something that I need to purchase. I did actually look at getting one of those when I went to Motorcycle Live this year. However, HELITE actually said that there are none available from them, and there's quite a lack in stock at the moment due to some chip issue. I'm not quite sure what's going on, but I might have to have a look around some stalls. I bought this from Infinity Motorcycles, my local store just down the road in Southampton, and yeah, like they sold them there and then, but at the time I thought, you know what, I'll get on with it, I'll see how it goes, and if I want to buy one at a later date I will. But now that I've been riding with it pretty much every day for 6 months, I thoroughly love it. It doesn't even feel like I've got it on. I've got so used to it. It just feels like a bit more of a bulkier part of my jacket. So you can't have these done up too tight. If you do and they inflate, it's just going to crush the life out of you. So you've got to have them a little bit loose. The bottom one is looser, and they get a little bit tighter the further up my body they go. But yeah, riding with it, I've just kind of got to the point where I ignore it now. I don't even think about it. So if you're thinking about getting an airbag for your motorcycle, just look at it this way. This is how I justified it. I ride day in, day out. I commute on my motorcycle. I work 7 days a week, and out of those 7 I will ride probably 6 days, sometimes 7, but majority of the time at least 6 days. The odd day I'll take the BMW, just when I want to shake it up a little bit, but that thing has cost me an absolute fortune to run. It's got a blow in the exhaust, and because of that she is drinking fuel like it's an alcoholic. It is ridiculous on fuel. So yeah, that's where the bike comes into its own. It's just a lot cheaper. So I ride daily with it. I want to keep myself safe. I've had the odd hairy moment when some numpty in a car has either seen me and decided, nah, I'll pull out, or hasn't seen me and thought, nah, I'll pull out. So for me, I was thinking, do you know what, it's just that little bit of added security, knowing I'll potentially be a little bit safer on the bike. And with the ability to pay monthly with Klarna, I'm not promoting Klarna at all. It just made it again nice and simple. So would I promote the HELITE vest? Yeah, I would, purely on the fact that it's that safety blanket. Like I said, they've not given me this, they've not given me anything towards this. This is my own opinion. The canisters are about £50, I believe, for the E-vest, and for the non-E-vest they are about £20. So you're paying a little bit more for the E-vest. However, you've got that ability to just jump on and off a motorcycle without accidentally inflating it, which is obviously not something you want to be doing. But obviously if it does go off, you got to pay 50 quid, £30 more than the lanyard one, which, let's face it, it's not a big issue when you hopefully don't have to worry about replacing it very often, because you don't want to be setting the bike, the airbag off very often. Now, one thing I was a little bit dubious about, because let's face it, most motorcyclists, we're all vain. We like wearing nice Gucci kit. We like the newest jacket, the way it looks. You throw this over the top of you and it's game over. No one can see what you're wearing. But vanity over safety. Maybe I'm old. I've gone for safety over the vanity side of things. Yeah, I've got some nice looking jackets, but I'd much rather be safe on my bike, knowing worst comes to it, this thing is just going to go pop, and I'll be good to hopefully ride another day. Guys, let me know if you ride with a HELITE vest or some other kind of vest. It'd be interesting to see how many of my followers or viewers actually do ride with the vests. Oh, the other thing, apparently this is made of a breathable material which allows airflow into the body whilst you're riding in the heat of summer. I can tell you now, what a load of rubbish. It does not. I've got a held tropical vest, I think it is, and that thing, you chuck it on and it honestly feels like you're riding with a t-shirt. It is such a good vest for the summertime, or jacket for the summertime. You throw this over the top of it, you can't feel the wind in your body anymore. It just turns it into a bin bag. You get so hot. So yeah, don't look at it as, oh, it's going to be breathable, I'll be able to feel air. No, you won't. You really won't. Sack off that idea straight away and just think, I'm going to be safer. Yes, I'll get a little bit hotter, but ultimately I'll be safer, and hopefully I'll be safe enough to ride another day. Guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and like I said, please just leave me a comment if you ride with the HELITE vest or any other vest for that matter. And until next time, I wonder if I can go to the toilet. Let's have a look. The toilet should be open. It's busy, but motorcycle parking is free. Come on, dude. Come on. Let's go. There's nothing coming. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video about my HELITE Turtle E-Vest. Again, not affiliated with HELITE at all in any way, shape or form. all my views are my own, good, bad, the ugly. It's how I think about this vest. Helite, if you're watching, please get in touch, because I'd love to detonate this one with some remote and then to get you to put a brand new canister in for me. I'd love to be able to do that. Guys, let me know if you ride with a Helite E-Vest or any sort of airbag vest. It'd be great to hear your views about them. Like I said, I will not ride this motorbike or any other without a turtle, without this vest on. Thank you for watching. Give us a big thumbs up, and until next time, ride safe, and I'll see you soon.